well, I guess this is like the test run of the new. I believe we're dubbing it the SpaceShack podcast. So we shall see how this goes, and hopefully this can be a regular thing. And yeah, so me and Aaron are just going to sit here for about an hour and discuss some stuff in the wonderful world of video games that's happened recently. And yeah, that's the plan. So cool. So I guess we could kick off with the Xbox stuff because we were reacting over on Aaron's channel to the Xbox E3 sort of Xbox show they were doing yesterday, and yeah, there was some really cool stuff with that. Anything in particular that you wanna talk about in regards to the Xbox show?
Blair Witch looked really cool.
Yeah. that I was not expecting.
Yeah, they were showing us like first person gameplay and sort of a digital camera and sort of running around, and then all of a sudden sort of the I guess the player died or whatever, and then just reset the whole sequence. So it's like you're caught in some sort of loop gameplay. So that was really cool. Then Cyberpunk happened, right?
Yeah, yeah. Let's not forget Cyberpunk. Yeah, that was well, I was excited about that. Yeah, it looked really cool. Hopefully get some more gameplay footage at some point in the future.
Sure.
Really looking forward to that. But yeah, that trailer was pretty kick-ass, and obviously the big reveal at the end with the one and only Keanu Reeves, who then suddenly comes out on stage like just blew my mind. I spent like the next half of the show trying to come to terms with that. I think
Yeah,
that's cool.
absolutely.
I think that's probably the same for everyone. So yeah, that's a pretty big thing for sure. And yeah, Keanu Reeves seems to be getting really into video games right now because you had the John Wick stuff with Fortnite, and now you've got Keanu Reeves in Cyberpunk 2077, and it'd be cool to see him get into some more games as well. And it's always cool when you got these big name actors in video games as well. And like take Death Stranding for example. Mads Mikkelsen and
oh, Norman Reedus.
and Norman Reedus as well. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, I'd like to see more of that though, because it's cool. Because it's people that are familiar. It's people you recognize, and probably do really well in terms of getting the game noticed and stuff as well. Especially if it's a game that's a very sort of niche kind of genre. Like with Cyberpunk, for example, I know that it's Cyberpunk. Yes, it's kind of like a subgenre of sci-fi. So like it's a very kind of niche thing. But hopefully, having Keanu Reeves there, people will be like, "Oh, I like Keanu Reeves. I'm going to check out this game. Let's see what this is all about." Might not be everyone's cup of tea. Or they might not have heard of it, or might not have thought to look into it. And yeah, and same with Death Stranding as well. It's Death Stranding is just like trying to make sense of that is a bit can be a bit daunting, I think. But yeah, definitely I think getting more big name actors involved in video games is a good thing for sure. So that was great. And yeah, and then we had all those really interesting looking indie titles that were popping up as part of the Xbox thing. I forget what that was. It was Xbox Creators thing, or I can't remember what the official name was. But
yeah,
it's cool how they're getting all the those development companies together under the sort of umbrella of Xbox, which is pretty cool.
So I think one of the ones that caught both of our eyes was Spiritfarer, right?
Yeah, that looks really cool. Really cute game. Interesting to see more of that, and what it involves and how it plays out and everything. Whether there's a story to it. I would assume there's a story to it. Hopefully, and yeah, it seems like there's a whole thing about having gameplay mechanics where you sort of like expand the ship or whatever, and it'd be cool to see what the sort of like the end goal of that game is, because I'm interested to see more of that for sure.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I mean a lot of the indie games seem pretty cool. Because we had that other game as well. Was it 12 minutes or whatever it's called, or 12?
Yeah.
I forget. Or
Yeah,
17
12
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed pretty interesting as well. Kind of what both me and Texas dubbed it yesterday, wasn't it? Like a darker version of Groundhog Day.
Oh yeah, real dark.
But yeah, but that seemed really cool as well. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to see some of those, and hopefully they'll come to PC as well at some point.
I think
And
the other game that caught us really off guard, that had us just like minds just blown, we were like, what is this? And it ends up being Flight Simulator.
oh, definitely.
Like
Yeah.
the graphics and the cloud computing that they
Mm.
were doing, just having all the real world locations, it looked like real images were being shown on screen. It
Yeah,
was crazy.
that was pretty nuts, because I said as well when we were when we were reacting at first, like those first couple of shots, I honestly thought it was real life, and I was like, cool, they did like a little real life segment and it's going to sort of segue into the game, but it's like, nope, bam, flight sim, this is all like in-game footage, and it's just like mind blowing.
I think
Just
that was the big
crazy.
shock for me of the show,
Yeah.
other than Cyberpunk. Like Flight Sim came in, was like, wait a minute,
Mm.
what is this?
Definitely, that was crazy.
Another
And
thing they revealed was the Game Pass, right?
the Game Pass stuff as
Some
well. Yeah,
big twists on that, making it available for PC, having
definitely. Yeah,
Halo
because I'd
involved.
known.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
because I'd known about that before the Xbox stuff, so I was excited to see more about the Xbox Game Pass for PC and what was on offer, and actually, providing that you can get the Windows update and everything,
Yeah.
you can actually get Game Pass for $1. I believe that's the first month.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume it's the first month. And it's actually at a reduced price while it's in beta. So it's, I think, $1 for the first month, and then it's $4.99 while it's in beta, and then that'll go up to, I think, $9.99 as well. So good chance to get in on that now while it's new, while it's fresh.
Absolutely.
And definitely some good games on offer. Some big name games as well. We got like Metro Exodus, and what else was on offer in there as well? I think
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Yeah, I think all of them were available. At least the latest two. Of course, you still got like Sea of Thieves and Forza Horizon 4, which were already available in the standard Xbox Game Pass as PC games, but now they've got their own official sort of separate one for PC, which is going to have a lot more games in it as well. And yeah, I'm pretty hyped about that, because it's a great deal for what you get, and it's like, it gives you a chance to try out games that you might not necessarily be able to afford right now, and like I say, especially now, a good chance to jump on it, because if you can get it for $1, and all these games, it's providing you've got space on your PC, download them, try them out. And yeah, now's the time. So
Got nothing to lose. That's great.
exactly.
So the other big thing is Gears of War 5.
Yeah. Well, I think you're probably better suited to talk about that, since I've never even played a Gears of War game, but that did look pretty cool. I have to admit.
Gears of War Part 5, they revealed that they're going to have a tech test on July 17th. They'll have a horde mode test, which is your 4-player co-op, fight off waves of enemies mode. That'll be August 19th, I believe. And then they showed off a new mode called Escape, which is going to be a 3-player co-op mode. And we'll be able to, I believe they said they were going to show some people playing that at a later date.
Cool.
That'll be really interesting.
Yeah, and there was actually the thing where they had those, was it like WWE wrestlers there to play the game? I'm not sure why. Very kind of a random thing. But yeah, that seemed pretty cool, and I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because I'll get some gameplay.
Absolutely.
Got some gameplay footage there to go and have a look at that. If that VOD is still available, I believe that was on. I don't know if it was like on the Xbox channel, and that was on Mixer though, and I don't know how Mixer works.
Yeah, and they did some sort of Gears thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the WWE, 3 wrestlers were playing this escape mode, which I was like, that's interesting. And then they announced at the very end that if you were getting the Ultimate Game Pass before September 16th, you would get Terminator as a character in Gears.
Which,
like one of the robots.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just insane. Hodor, thank you for the host, and thank you for coming into the stream. Another thing we've got, the Xbox Elite Controller Series 2 was announced, and some of the key features are, rather than just RealSpaceT coming in with the host as well, we've got, instead of 2 hair trigger settings, we have 3. We can also tighten the sticks, the resistance of the sticks, moving those around, the control sticks. We have 3 controller presets that you can switch between instead of just 2. So that's really cool. We're seeing more grip on the controller as well. It's pretty much all the other features are pretty consistent with what was in the original controller, being able to take the sticks off, put in taller heads or concave, convex sticks themselves for your thumbs if you're used to different types of feel on that. You can also take out the D-pad and replace it with the more radial D-pad, which is a big circle, basically. The triggers will now have grips on them as well, a little bit of grip to that. I believe it's like an aluminum type metal that they're using for the shoulder pads and for the triggers, and so it's all very quality stuff. Same with the paddles on the back; those will still be there and still mappable through the app, either on PC or Xbox. And that's the other cool thing; it's going to have Bluetooth functionality, so that's a lot better for syncing it up to the PC quick. Cool. Same with the Xbox, without having to have all these extra peripherals or holding sync buttons for a long time trying to get controllers to work. That's going to make it a lot easier. But yeah, I think that's basically it on that one.
Cool. Yeah. So I think that was pretty much the highlights from the Xbox show. In case we're forgetting anything, I think.
I mean, for the most part, that's what we were really excited about. And there was also
the other thing as well, while we're on the subject of the Game Pass as well, that did we mention that the deal with the Xbox Live, and you get Xbox Game Pass and the PC Game Pass all for one?
Right. So Xbox Live Gold membership, along with the Game Pass for console and Game Pass for PC, you can get all 3 of those. That's going to be $14.99 a month.
Right.
For those 3. So for you guys that are
an Xbox,
both,
and a PC, it's a good deal.
Absolutely.
For sure. So yeah, that was what happened yesterday, and we've had quite a few shows since, which I've missed out on, so I need to catch up and all that.
Same.
So we can probably get talking about that next time.
Absolutely.
All the Bethesda stuff. I actually we can talk a little bit about the Bethesda stuff, because I did see some stuff on Twitter, specifically about Fallout 76, which I knew we were both interested to see where they were taking it. Apparently now we're getting human NPCs in the game.
Yes,
which is a good thing.
Finally,
that'll hopefully make it feel more like a sort of what we would expect from a Fallout game. But then the other thing that's seemingly come out from left field is that they're adding a battle royale mode, which yeah, not sure how I feel about that.
And it's live now, apparently, as well.
Oh, really?
So
Oh.
that is out. Yeah, the winter. What's
Maybe
it
we
called?
need to hop
Nuclear
on
Winter. Yeah.
and experience that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, Bethesda can do something with it at least, because as awkward as things got with it and how things worked and everything, I kind of do hope that they managed to get it to a good level at some point soon. And like you were saying, I believe yesterday, like doing pretty much what was done with No Man's Sky, where the game's had a bad launch, and they've been able to turn it around. And the same thing with Anthem as well. While we're on the subject,
Oh yeah, Anthem needs it too,
of
which they're trying.
bringing games back, specifically Anthem, though, I would say, though, because I feel like Anthem deserves a second chance.
Oh yeah.
76, I just still don't know how I feel about an online Fallout game. It's a fun experience, but for the long term, I think they need more stuff for the long term. Because playing it for a short amount of time is cool, but playing it regularly, not at the moment.
Yeah.
I think if they can add stuff that makes people want to come back and play it regularly, then that's good. That's what it needs right now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I think we're done. I think we're done with the Xbox section. So I guess we can move on to just general video game news now. If there's anything that you want to talk about, stuff that's coming out soon.
Let's see. Bethesda's conference, they revealed 2 games. One was called Deathloop, which is by the makers of Dishonored. So something to check out. We might talk more about it in the future.
Definitely,
but really interesting. So another game that appears to have sort of the time loop respawn feature. Seems like that's going to be a big trend in upcoming games. Then another one by the Evil Within developers. We have Ghostwire Tokyo. So that was also revealed. A little trailer of that.
Yeah, I believe I saw a little bit about that. I do need to look at that as well.
And you do need to see the woman that reveals that, because she is just adorable.
I saw that on Twitter. Yeah,
she is the greatest. Beyond that, Devolver Digital had a conference, and a lot of stuff that they showed, very brief, maybe about 30 minutes. One of the things they showed is that they're going to have an arcade cabinet for Enter the Gungeon, if you remember that game. They're basically converted it into sort of a House of the Dead type thing.
Nice.
So it's called Gungeon of the Dead, I believe, something like that, and you'll shoot the screen. I thought that was cool. The last thing, which caught me off guard, is The Messenger will be getting a free DLC on July 11th.
Awesome.
And it's called Picnic Party. And basically, it appears to be like beach and ocean themed levels will be added to The Messenger. So showed him, out to sea and on the beach and lots of new stuff. So it's really cool to see The Messenger getting expanded. So that is on Switch, Steam, and PS4.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that stuff because I was watching the Xbox stuff with you, but I missed out on a lot of the other stuff. So,
and of course, we forgot to mention Outer Worlds, right? First thing they showed at Xbox was Outer Worlds by the makers of New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, Obsidian Entertainment.
Obsidian.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more gameplay of that as well, because that looked really good. But yeah, that was kind of like half cinematic stuff. There was a little bit of gameplay in there, but I'd like to see some more sort of like
hands on.
Maybe playthrough of a mission or part of a mission or something, and yeah. But that looks really good as well, and I'm excited to see some more of that for sure.
Absolutely.
So, so yeah, have you got, like I say, any other game stuff that's coming up?
Other game news
to talk about.
see. Well, they did announce Halo Infinite as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
Big,
Yeah.
big thing coming in 2020 with the Xbox Project Scarlet, their new console. That's going to be really cool. They gave us sort of a trailer of that, and they said that is a spiritual reboot of the series. So
Cool.
that looks good. I'm actually pretty excited about that. So that's worth
nice.
looking into.
Yeah, definitely excited, and definitely, again, another game that I'd like to see some gameplay of at some point. Obviously, that's probably going to be a little way off yet, but the cinematic was pretty cool.
Looked really solid.
Cool. Cool. So, games that are coming out soon. Well, we could talk about some Switch stuff. I mean, we've got Super Mario Maker 2 coming out later on this month.
Yes.
Hopefully it's everything that is cracked up to be. I mean, all the features that they showed in I believe it was one of the Nintendo Direct things that they did a little while back, showing all the new stuff, all the new features and whatnot. I remember watching that while Glenn was actually watching it as well, and really excited about that. Hoping that the whole issue with the multiplayer won't affect the game too much, because it does look like a really good game, and I have been wanting to pick it up and play it, and I never got around to play the first one, so definitely want to check that out.
Yeah, we do have Pokemon as well. They revealed some stuff on that.
Well. Yeah.
And I'm sure Nintendo will elaborate on that sometime this week. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, me, as I think everyone else, a bit bummed out about the multiplayer stuff, and still not 100% sold on Nintendo's excuse as to why. Saying, it's to stop cheating on the leaderboards and stuff. Cool. Well, why can't I play with my friends? In the modes that aren't ranked.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Don't know why they just can't make it separate. I wouldn't have thought it was that hard, but apparently it's just a blanket thing. No playing with friends, but no playing with friends over literally any online mode.
Ugh.
So hoping that they can change that at some point, and maybe post launch make it sort of like a casual thing where you're able to play with your friends where it's not ranked. That would be good. And of course, we've got the pre-order stuff. They got a pack on at the moment where you can get, I believe it's a year of online subscription for Nintendo Switch, and also get a cool little stylus. Well, providing
oh no,
you're not in America, because apparently Nintendo doesn't like Americans, so you're not getting styluses.
Oh, stylus.
Take it up with Nintendo, not me. I'm just the messenger. But
yeah,
that's the thing apparently. But yeah, also like you say, Pokemon. Definitely excited to see some more of that. Need to catch up on everything. I know that they announced the new is it new assistant or whatever, or person who's going to be joining you in your adventures or whatever, and that's some new characters and stuff, and who your new rival's going to be and stuff, and definitely want to see some more of that as well. Interested to see where they're going to take Pokemon next, and stuff. Also, now that we've moved on from the Xbox part, I'm remembering more stuff that we didn't talk about, and I guess I can segue into that in a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, definitely excited to see more from the Pokemon side of things as well. And of course, I'm not sure if it's already happened yet or not, or if it's coming up at some point this evening. But also Nintendo's E3 stuff, or whatever it is that they're doing. Hoping for that announcement for Animal Crossing. I know Jazzy is. I know quite a few other people are as well. So I'll have to have a look at that and see what they've announced. Be interested to see if there's any new stuff coming out as well. Maybe some new IPs, or maybe some more information on existing games. Yeah, definitely interested to check that out. as well. But yeah, so yeah, going back to what I was saying about the Xbox stuff, we also forgot about the new Minecraft game that's going to be coming out, Minecraft Dungeons, apparently,
Yes.
which is interesting. Again, not something I was expecting, but since Microsoft obtained the rights to Minecraft, it was, I think, to be expected. It's not so much of a surprise. I mean, it was a surprise at first, but when you sort of realize, that Microsoft owns Minecraft now and that they can do pretty much what they want with it.
Yeah. Minecraft racing.
It was interesting. Yeah, that could be a thing.
Yeah.
I know that many people are probably going to look at it and be like, oh, "What's this?" Like they're taking Minecraft and doing this weird thing with it. Like, this isn't Minecraft. It just looks like Minecraft and it's something else. Or I can see how many people maybe wouldn't necessarily like it, but I think it's cool. It looks very interesting. It's very sort of like roguelike, kind of like dungeon crawler kind of game. Seemed pretty cool. Seemed interesting, and I think the whole Minecraft kind of aesthetic is cool and interesting, and I'd definitely like to see some more of that and see where they take it, and hope that it's not just like a complete flop.
Yeah.
And be interesting to see what else they do with Minecraft stuff. I know that they've got the AR game for mobile, Minecraft Worlds, as well, that they announced a little while back. Augmented reality stuff. Interested to see more of that as well. I know there was a demo of it, I think, about a week or two ago. Still need to watch that. But I've seen I saw the announcement thing for it, so that seems pretty cool. Interested to see how some stuff works, and especially how the underground stuff works. I still need to check that out because, obviously you're not going to dig a hole in the ground, so how that works is going to be a bit, it's going to be interesting, but it's cool as well because you say there's definitely, I think, been more an interest in those kinds of games since Pokemon Go came out and stuff like that, and yeah, I think it'd just be cool because you could just point your phone at someone's house and they've just built a massive Minecraft tower on top of their house or whatever. It's just cool fun thing to play around with, and yeah, I think it could be fun, and I think anything to do with Minecraft as well is good because it sort of it inspires creativity, and especially in younger children and younger people getting inspired and creative, and just and just having fun. It seems like it could be a really cool thing if they do it right. So that's interesting as well. So yeah, that's cool. Any other games that are coming out in the next couple of months?
Okay,
you've been hyped for?
We've got 2 games here in June. Judgment, which is the Yakuza spin-off where you play as a cop.
Yeah.
So that one is supposedly June 25th. That'll be coming out soon.
Cool.
Beyond that, The Sinking City, being made by
that game as well.
Yeah, the H.P. Lovecraft game, sort of detective open world, third person, some shooting mechanics in there as well. That should be really interesting. That's my game to watch for the year right now.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see some more of that as well. Because I'd never heard of it until you mentioned it, and you showed me the trailer, and I was just like, "Wow, this actually looks really, really cool and really interesting." I definitely want to see some more of that as well. And definitely want to see some more from Judgment as well.
Yeah.
Because I've not seen too much of that, so it'd be cool to maybe hopefully get some gameplay of that, especially since if it's coming out near the end of this month, it would be cool to see some stuff before it's released.
Sure.
For sure. Because if it's coming out at the end of this month, I haven't seen too much to do with that game, so I think it's about time to get some gameplay footage out there, maybe, or so a little bit more look at the game, maybe some screenshots at least of stuff. I don't know how much stuff has been released. I've not really been looking into it too much, but
yeah, I've been kind of
in
the dark about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot. To me, it's like Death Stranding. When there's not been a lot of promo. Maybe I'm missing stuff. I don't know, but I might have to Google it and have a look and see if there's stuff I'm missing out on.
Absolutely.
But yeah, definitely excited. Excited to see more of that too, for sure. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot more games coming out on the horizon. Plenty of games to talk about this year. Again, probably not going to cover all of them in this episode or whatever we're going to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely more stuff to cover, which we will hopefully be going over the next couple of episodes. And yeah, plenty of stuff to talk about that's coming up. But yeah, that's sort of what's coming out in the next couple of months that we're particularly excited for, and what we've looked at recently. I'm just trying to think about if there's anything else that we've missed. If there's any other games that are coming out soon. Anything else? Not that I can think. I mean, if there's anything that's been announced recently as well, because I know we've got all the stuff from E3 that's been announced, but also the new Destiny 2 content, which we will get around to in a minute, because we're gonna have to dedicate, I think, the whole second half of this to Destiny 2 stuff.
For sure.
For those of you that know us, you'll know that we are really big into D2. So stop by streaming if you're into that kind of stuff, because we are the people when it comes to D2. So if that's your thing, I feel like we'll be very good friends. So we will get around to that in a minute. But yeah, I mean, if there's anything else that we've maybe forgotten, because I'm just trying to think if there's anything that's maybe been announced recently. I'm gonna have a quick look on Twitter actually while we're here, see if there's anything that's just been announced.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to think of some stuff that's coming out this year.
If not, we can just move on to the D2 stuff.
D2.
That's another thing as well. The new Sims expansion pack that was announced the other day as well.
Give us some details on that.
Yeah, so the new Sims expansion pack, the Island Living pack, is coming out later this month as well. That's another thing that's coming out. There is also, as of when this is being streamed and recorded, it is currently the 10th of June. There is a sale on the game and all the packs that is going on till, I believe, the 20th of June. And then Island Living should be released on the 21st, so the day after the sale is over. So if you were hoping to pick up Sims, if you missed it while it was free, or you want to pick up some packs while they're discounted, now would be the time. And yeah, Island Living should be coming out on the 21st. Lots of interesting stuff. New destination. Very sort of island theme, very like Caribbean looking, maybe even like Hawaiian, kind of a bit of that kind of tropical island kind of style stuff. Mermaids, which I'm really excited for. Yeah, mer people.
Yeah.
That's an interesting new thing. I'm assuming it's going to work in the same way that the aliens and vampires do currently in the game. And lots of cool new build buy stuff and clothing and stuff, and I'd be really excited to see more of that as well. And there's a lot of stuff surrounding like the water as well. I believe we can all go like swimming and stuff now, and you can navigate via the waterways and stuff. And there's like jet skis and stuff like that. So lots of cool features in this new pack. And they've also announced the other two packs, the game pack and the stuff pack that's supposed to be coming out. The game pack that is going to be coming out later this year is going to be a pack all about magic and stuff, which is really cool. Really interesting. Excited to see more about that. And also another stuff pack with some of the Machino stuff. Not sure how I feel about that, but it should be cool to see some more fashion stuff in the game. yeah, still not sure how I feel about that whole partnership thing. It's a bit, bit like partner with this fashion company. Oh, cool, but it's just like really really expensive clothing, and it's just a bit like, okay, kind of not sure why, but okay, kind of thing. But they're putting clothing in the game as well. So I believe, if I remember correctly, the stuff pack is basically a Machino stuff pack. So it'd be interesting to see what's in there. I mean, I'm down if there's some cool fashion items for The Sims. That'd be worth it. Because at least my Sims will be able to wear them, because I won't be able to afford any of them in real life.
Definitely not.
But yeah, so that's all the Sims news currently. So a lot of interesting stuff coming out soon, but definitely the island living stuff is looking really good. So if you want to get building some island themed houses and some Sims, get those ready for the pack, because I've got a couple of ideas. Want to get some more island themed houses built, and I've got some ideas for some Sims which would be fitting once the pack is released. More on that later, you'll see. Yeah, really excited about that too. Really excited about that. I don't know if you've got anything to add. If there's anything Sims wise that you're particularly excited for?
Yeah, just all that. The new jobs really got me excited. Diving,
Oh yeah, of
fishing,
course, the new jobs as well.
conservationist type stuff.
And that's great as well, because obviously, like, it's cool that they're promoting, kind of like these things that are actually affecting, like the actual real world problems as well. Cleaning up beaches. Bringing that, bringing attention to that is really good. And especially having the younger generations that are playing The Sims, they play The Sims with this new pack. They see the conservationist stuff, cleaning up the beaches and stuff, and it's cool because it's kind of it's not really in your face. It's like you see what's happening in The Sims. Well, this is a problem in real life as well. It's a big shocking thing. It's not like that, but it's like
yeah.
oh cool, your Sims can clean up the beaches, and then maybe they might sort of realize that it's actually a problem in real life as well. It might maybe get more people active, more proactive even about knowing about the impacts of like plastic waste and stuff like that, and helping to clean up the planet. So that's a cool little thing that they've added in there. It's cool that it's a nice little touch. But yeah, it's cool. And I'd like to see some more about the new jobs and stuff as well, and how the new mechanics work with mermaids and stuff. Because the only stuff that we've seen about the mermaids, apart from the screenshots, is at the end of the sort of the reveal trailer, where you see a Sim walking off into the water, and then it sort of cuts to some other Sims, and then it cuts back to that Sim fully transformed as a mermaid.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see how it actually works in game, how your Sim transforms, and whether they can like transform and sort of transform into a human form so they can walk around, and then transform into their sort of mermaid form to swim. It'd be interesting to see how that works.
Absolutely.
And and whether they there's any benefits or cons to being a mermaid.
Yeah,
because I know that there's like cons to being a vampire, obviously, and stuff. So it'd be interesting to see how that works for sure. Definitely interested though to see all the new content coming to The Sims for sure. So also it might be worth giving Jazzy a shout out because she is a game changer. So she will probably most likely get early access to the pack. So do check out Jazzy, and she will probably be streaming that if she's got an early access copy before it is released to the general public. So if you do want to get some a sneak peek at some of the gameplay for the new pack, that's your best bet. Obviously, there are other game changers as well, but Jazzy's awesome. So love you, Jazzy. Love you. But yeah, do go check out Jazzy because she's amazing. And for those of you who might be watching this on YouTube, if this is going up on YouTube, I believe it might be going up on YouTube. That is twitch.tv/JazzyRose with 2 E's. It's 2. And yeah, definitely go check her out because she's amazing, and we both love her. So yeah, and stuff that will go back to E3 stuff just for a little bit before we move on to D2. Stuff that's just been announced not long ago, which we can cover next time once we've had a chance to view all the trailers and information and stuff. Watch Dogs Legion, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
To see more about that. That was actually being shown while we were actually getting ready for this talk show podcast, whatever we're calling it. So yeah, we will definitely have a proper look at that stuff, and we'll probably talk about that next time. So yeah, more stuff on Ghost Recon, it seems, as well. Looking through the trending, the trends on Twitter. So that'd be good to get more of a look at the next Ghost Recon game as well. And apparently there's something here called Roller Champions as well, which seems really cool and really interesting. So there's a lot of stuff to look at and talk about next time, which will probably be same time next week if we're both around. So that will be next Monday, probably a slightly earlier time once we've got everything sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sort of like a test run, just to see how things go. But yeah, this is there's some things there to look at next time, and obviously it's not just Ubisoft as well. There's other things as well. We've got the PC gaming show thing at E3 as well, which will have some hopefully cool things. Oh, there's a new hashtag that's just appeared here: Rainbow Six Quarantine. So that'll be interesting. New Rainbow Six stuff. Rainbow Six Siege. New Montreal development team dedicated to Rainbow Six Quarantine. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a separate game or if it's part of.
Or if it's like
Rainbow
a
Six
DLC
Quarantine
or
is a
mode.
three-player tactical co-op title coming early 2020. Well, there we go.
I like that. I like some co-op.
Oh, hello. Looks like the operators from Siege are in it, though. Interesting.
What makes me think it might be like a mode?
Maybe. Just a three-player tactical co-op title.
Cool.
That's like a zombies kind of thing.
Yeah, the zombies thing was really cool. I was really sad to see that go away.
Looks like it might be coming as its own standalone thing, potentially.
I like
but
that.
Yeah, we'll look at that and we'll get back to you next time about that for sure. That looks really cool. Cool. Well, I think that's everything non Destiny covered. So
Yeah.
I believe now we can go on to the good stuff. So, yeah, as those of you who play D2 or know about D2, you may have known that last week Season of Opulence started, which has been really fun so far, and I'm really liking the direction that Bungie is currently taking with Destiny. Latest season has some really good content, and the stuff that they've announced that's coming up later on this year is sort of furthering that, and I'm really liking the direction that they're going with the game at the moment. So that's good. Anything in the new season that you're particularly enjoying at the moment?
From the Season of Opulence, I think the menagerie is key feature.
For sure. That's the big thing.
One of the coolest things. So we're 6 players, cooperative mode. There is matchmaking, so you're just, whether you have a team built up or if you're missing a few spots, they'll fill it in with random players, and you all work together. And it's very much like condensing a raid, but making it fun, approachable, well, not necessarily easy, but maybe sort of less struggling and trying to figure out what to do, whereas raids are really complicated and require intense focus, teamwork, communication, stuff like that. And the rewards are really cool, right? How we can pick our rewards, essentially, by you receive something called a chalice, and you're able to insert runes into the chalice, different combinations work like passwords, and they could reward a certain weapon with a certain roll of perks on it, or a certain armor piece, whatever. And of course, there's already charts of all the different combinations that people have discovered so far. So being able to choose the loot you get is very key, because before, in things like the Drifter, Season of the Drifter, you had the Reckoning, and it just dropped random stuff, and you never knew what you were going to get. You'd be missing things and not getting it. This is cool.
Yeah, for sure. And it's cool that they're bringing back the special weapons that were in the game really early on. I mean, even from the start. I mean, I don't really know, because I've not really been playing D2 since the start. I wish I had, but I was pretty late to the party. But yeah, I've been loving D2 the whole time I've been playing it. I've been really getting into it. But yeah, the weapons that work together and that function together, and they get boosts together, they've kind of been like sort of brushed to the side. Maybe most people weren't using them. They were left untouched. So it's nice that they're bringing back those weapons in different versions of them, and hopefully getting more people using them again in the game. So we've got a new version of the Mida Mini tool, and also a new version of Drang as well, added with the new season as obtainable rewards in the menagerie. So we now got the Callus Mini tool, and also a new version of the Drang as well. So yeah, those look pretty cool as well. And nice new designs, and obviously we can get multiple versions of them, so we get different roles on them as well. So we're not stuck with just one, one Drang and one Mida Mini tool. We can have as many as we want. Some new perks on them as well. I think some of the newer perks are getting put on them now as well. Perks that weren't necessarily there when the original Mida Mini tool and Drang were around as well, which is cool. And it allows for more sort of more possibilities, I guess, especially for example, there's one perk I know that you can get on the new Callus Mini tool, which is the same perk. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the same perk that Arbalist has, which is the one where breaking shields makes the enemy more susceptible to kinetic damage. So having that on the Callus Mini tool would be really cool, especially if you're in I was going to say Crucible, but I don't know if that would count in Crucible, but being able to take out the shields with a mini tool and then switch to the multi-tool and finish them off with a multi-tool, that kind of thing. Just having these new perks is gonna open up a whole load of new possibilities and stuff like that, which is good. So yeah, definitely enjoying the menagerie as well. Heroic version comes out, I believe, next week, next reset, I believe. So Tuesday, tomorrow. We'll have to be getting the heroic version. But yeah, no matchmaking for that though, because this is a 6-player matchmade activity. By the way, I should mention menagerie for those of you who don't know. But the heroic version will not have matchmaking, so you need to have your own full team. You need to have 5 buddies for that, but I'm hoping that there'll be some more exciting rewards for completing that. So lots of new interesting stuff in regards to the menagerie. New cosmetics. Eververse has been overhauled. Lots of stuff there you can buy with silver. Lots more Bright Dust purchases, stuff like that. It's cool they're bringing back old stuff as well in the engrams. Best of Year 1 engrams now are available, so you can get some of the older stuff again, which is cool. some stuff I would have liked to have seen in those engrams that aren't there, unfortunately. But some of the stuff is cool, and there's a ghost shell that they've got in the engrams that I really, really want to get because it looks really cool. And yeah, so that side of things is cool as well. Lots of cool little improvements that they're making to how the game plays and stuff, and the way things are laid out. And pursuits have been moved to the director now instead of being in your inventory, which took a little bit of getting used to, but I think it's a good change. And a bigger pursuits menu as well, so we can have more stuff, so you can carry more bounties and stuff as well, and all that stuff. Just small little improvements that are really helping the game, I think.
Absolutely.
And I think that we can use that to segue onto the new stuff that's been announced as well, because there's lots of new stuff that's coming soon, later on this month, this year even. Sorry, I wish it was later this month. It's not that soon. But yeah, coming out later on this year, they announced the next chapter of Destiny 2, the next pack, the next DLC, which is Shadowkeep, which seems really interesting, and I'm excited for that because I never actually played D1 either. And it's strange because I was aware of Destiny, the original Destiny. I wanted to pick it up, but I never ended up picking that, which was really annoying. But yeah, I know that the moon was a destination in D1, so I'm excited to finally get to go there in D2 as well. And apparently, the size of the moon is twice as big as it was in D1, which is pretty exciting. We're gonna have a huge, great big area, because I don't know how big it was in the original
massive.
game. So,
Massive.
There we go. It's going to be huge then, apparently.
Yeah.
So that's cool, and all the new interesting things that they're bringing out. So that's a lot of stuff to cover there. Lots of improvements. Anything you want to start off with?
So cross save is coming this summer, what they've said. And cross save is meant to work as you pick one of your current accounts and you make it your active cross save account. So PS4, Xbox, PC, you would pick one account, make that your cross save. Then when you go to play on that platform, you will have that set of characters, the loot, the triumphs, etc. on any platform.
Nice. Yeah, so that's cool that we're getting cross save and stuff. I know for someone like you, it's not really going to be used, because someone like Aaron, who has the game on all three platforms and has three characters on every platform, is maybe not something that he'll be able to utilize necessarily.
Yeah.
For those of you who have maybe three characters on one platform, maybe, and you have access to the game on other platforms, or maybe you have one character on another platform, you're like, oh, I wish I could, use my hunter on PC when I play on PS4 or whatever,
Sure.
Now you can have all your weapons and stuff, and yeah, you can bring it all over, which is cool. And speaking of platforms and stuff, the other big thing is that Destiny is now shifting from Battle.net to Steam as well. So hopefully that will be good, and that will all go without a hitch, and we'll be able to still access all the stuff from Steam, and stuff will be brought over. Not sure if they're actually how long they're gonna stay on Battle.net for. That I think is still going to be sort of announced, I guess, or like when the whole thing is gonna be moved to Steam. That's kind of still a thing that's coming, but we don't know when really.
Exactly.
But that'd be cool. Just the one thing that I've said is that with Steam, is I'm just so used to the UI of the Blizzard launcher, and but it'd be cool having it on Steam with all my other games as well. Just trying to find it on my list, of like my 200, 300 plus games or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But that's what shortcuts are for, I guess, at the end of the day. But yeah, it's cool that they're shifting to Steam, you know, because they could shift to other places. You know, they could have very easily said, "Oh, we're shifting to the Epic Store," you know,
Yeah, they
like a lot of
could.
other games have been doing. So kind of glad that they've shifted to Steam in that regard. Not that there's anything wrong with the Epic Store, but it just seems like a lot of games are doing that at the moment, and it's nice to see someone that's just saying, you know, like a game company is just saying, no, we're going to Steam, you know, which is cool, and yeah, and so that's a thing. Um, so, but yeah, like I say, hopefully that all goes without a hitch, and we're able to still access everything properly from Steam, because that's going to be a big move.
Oh yeah,
and there'll probably be a couple of hitches along the way, but hopefully everything will be good. And yeah, we've got new DLC coming out. Very sort of very related to sort of like the darkness. There's a lot more stuff related to that sort of coming in the next pack, which is cool. And it's interesting to see the new direction that they're taking story wise as well, and exploring the darkness, and we're going to be uncovering what's been going on the moon, and what's there, and what nightmares are in the keep, and apparently all of our enemies that we thought were dead are actually not dead, and they're actually resurrected on the moon, which is kind of mind blowing, really.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see how that all plays out and stuff, and who's behind it all. You know, who's involved? Is it the Hive? Is it the Taken? Is there another force at play? You know, be interesting to see what that's all about. But just feature wise as well, with all the new features that are coming out. You know, we've got the well, I mean, probably the biggest thing being Destiny New Light. You know, starting a new character, actually starting from the Cosmodrome, and then just being able to go back to the tower afterwards, and just have a character that you can just go off and do whatever you want. And also, completely forgetting that the biggest thing to come from all of this is the thing that we've been talking about multiple times recently, which is the fact that Destiny is now adopting that free-to-play model, which is really good if you were thinking of getting into Destiny as well. And I believe that Destiny New Light will be available to you as a free-to-play player, and you'll be able to hop in and play with people like me and Aaron who've been playing the game for a while. You'll be able to just download the game, do your New Light stuff, and bam, you've got access to all the all of the content that we have. Obviously, there will be some restrictions, and you'll have to buy the DLC stuff to get full access to everything. But for most of the activities and stuff, you should have access to through that, I believe, which is a good thing. And so it's nice to be able to say, okay, you say to your friends, why don't you try Destiny 2 now? It's free, and they can play it for like maybe half an hour, and then they can just join you whenever you're doing. They don't have to play for hours upon hours to get to level 50 to be able to, and then unlock the Dreaming City, for example. They can just start on New Light, get to the tower, and just bam. Oh yeah, let's just go to the Dreaming City, do some blind well runs or something, or and it's cool that you're able to now just pay for what you want and what you want access to. And it's kind of just like, yeah, you can access everything, but the little extras you want, okay, well, I'd like to get Ace of Spades. Okay, well, I'll buy Forsaken so I can get the exotic weapons from that particular DLC or whatever. That's pretty cool. And so that's all coming, and the new vanity options as well is really good. Something I've been hoping for or wanting for ages, because those of you who play Destiny will know that you reach the level cap, and then they up the level cap as well again, which is great. But then you have to put on your best armor, and sometimes they don't go well together at all. You got a helmet with a chest piece that kind of goes together, and then you've got your gauntlets on or whatever that just do not go with that chest piece whatsoever. I'm really into Destiny 2 fashion. Okay,
Yeah.
so like,
Oh, absolutely.
having something that doesn't go just really bugs me. So being able to have one set of armor that's got all your best stats on, but then being able to have another set of armor on for purely for looks is really really good. And it's something that lots of MMOs already have, and so having something like that in Destiny 2 is something I've been hoping for a while, because it's a really relatively simple thing. It's basically just having a duplicate armor menu, but one that's for stats and one that's for looks,
Mm-hmm.
which is really cool. So I can look good and have my best gear on at the same time, which is really really neat. And I'm happy that they're adding that. And yeah, like I say, I'm just really excited with the way that they're taking with the direction even that they're taking the game in currently, and I'm excited to see as well what else is going to come in the future.
Another thing to mention is that currently the annual pass is $15. It's on sale. It's normally
Okay.
40, and it's on sale right now for 15. So if you want to get in to the stuff that's kind of hip right now, some of the new exotic weapons, the Black Armory, some of the Season of the Drifter content, all that stuff, even the new Season of Opulence, the Menagerie, all that under this $15 blanket. And they decided that they're not going to continue with this model in the future, that you will just opt in for each new season. You will look at what's there, what's available. If you're like, oh, I don't like that, then fine, you don't need it. But if you do see that and you're into it, obviously me, I'm gonna feel like I want everything, so I have to buy everything. So that's where I am. But that's a cool new model that they're shifting to and allowing, players to still, they're really trying to get rid of everything that divides the community, content that separates us, purchases that separate us, things like that. They want to get rid of a lot of that. Also, we have the collector's edition was announced for the Shadowkeep.
As well.
So Shadowkeep is $35, and that'll be this September on the 17th. You can actually pre-order it now on Steam if you're feeling risky. I want to see how the whole transition goes first. And so here's what we're looking at. Collector's Edition would come with an emblem code, a Hive cryptograph replica that you'll actually be able to follow clues that are in the Collector's Edition and in the game to solve mysteries using that. There's a Metal Luna mission container, and a folio holds esoteric relics and records. There's a handbook with 40 pages of schematics and design documents. There is a journal featuring additional story content bound with the mysterious charms and talismans belonging to Eris Morn. Artifacts of the Golden Age included. No returns for those codes once they've been distributed. There's also a soundtrack that will be included. Let me see. And of course, for the regular edition, there will be lots of silly emotes and badges and stuff like that, emblems to throw in your character. So even if you don't want the collector's edition, there will still be cool things that will come with Shadowkeep.
Nice, cool. So yeah, that's all the. I don't think we're forgetting anything, are we? I think that's everything that we know of at the moment. But that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All that new stuff that's coming out, and yeah, like I say, I'm really happy with the direction that they're taking the game in at the moment, and yeah, excited to see what else, because also they did also say that Destiny 3 is still quite a way off.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what they're going to do with Destiny 2, because with Destiny 1, was it like 4 DLCs, and then we moved on to Destiny 2. So Shadowkeep will be the 4th DLC pack, and if Destiny 3 is still quite a way off, it could be that they're going to be adding more DLC packs and making D2 more of a long-term thing, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And as you said as well, I think had it not been for Activision, Destiny itself probably would have just been one big long game from the start. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they take things from here, and see how long D2 goes on for, how long D2's what D2's lifespan is going to be, because it would be cool if it was able to keep on going for a good while, and they continue adding on to what they've already got and developing what they've already got, and fixing the issues, and then adding on to it and just making it one big thing with lots of different things you can do. And yeah, I think that's probably the best approach, is to just treat Destiny 2 as like what they've said, the definitive Destiny experience, whatever, and just take it and just add on to it and continue adding stuff and fixing stuff and developing the universe, and I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down, because also if they bring out another game, you've got the problem where it's like, am I going to be able to bring my weapons over? It's all progress that's on separate games and stuff, and it's all in different places. Having it all on Destiny 2 is good because it's all in one place, and you can continue developing your characters and stuff in one game, and not have to go out and buy another game as well, because it's all cost as well. You've got to buy a new game as well. So it would be nice to just be able to buy the content, like what we've been saying that you want for the game, as it goes forward, and hopefully year after year they can maybe keep bringing out content for the game and expanding it, and I'm just interested to see where things are going to go next year with the game as well, for sure, and what other new content we've got to look forward to, and what approach Bungie will be taking, and what new approaches to other stuff as well, and whether stuff that was in, especially the other thing is as well, stuff that was in the game near the start of D2 that maybe isn't in the game now. So trials, faction rally stuff that all that stuff that I've missed out on. Hopefully, if D2 is more of a long-term thing, they'll be bringing that back as well at some point. Maybe hopefully next year.
Hope so.
Hopefully that's in the pipeline somewhere. Excited for the next pack, and excited to see what's coming next year as well. And props to Bungie, because I think they're doing a good job, doing a very good job. I mean, I've enjoyed D2 ever since I started playing it, but I know there are people who have maybe stopped playing it because they've been put off by certain things, or they've not liked where the game was at the time when they stopped playing it. But I think if you are one of those people, now is the time to get back into Destiny 2 for sure.
It really is.
Especially now Bungie's standing on their own 2 feet, and they've got full control over the game, and I think things are only going to get better from here on out.
Yeah, the way it looks.
Yeah, definitely very excited indeed. So I think that's everything.
That's everything we've got for you guys.
That's been a nice little discussion. So feel free to let us know what you thought and stuff, and hopefully we'll make this a regular thing. And we'll plan this out some more, and maybe make some adjustments to all this fancy overlay, because I just put this together really quickly before we went live. But I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks cool. I made some adjustments there, and we can get a proper schedule together and work out some other stuff. Maybe have a little intro, even, or whatever. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And it's nice just to do a stream where we're just not playing games and just sit down and have a chat about stuff. And definitely finding some more stuff, because the other thing is as well, like, some of the stuff we talked about is stuff that we've already discussed ourselves. So I think in the future, having stuff that we haven't already discussed and saving a lot of stuff for all these streams, I think we definitely have a lot more to talk about and a lot more to discuss, and also not just talking about stuff, but also having some more sort of in-depth discussions about certain things, and hearing your opinions on things and giving my opinions on certain things,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a nice addition as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but that's something to look forward to in the next one. And yeah, I don't know if anyone in chat has any questions or anything that they would like to add, because I think that would be a cool thing as well. I'm down to take some suggestions or questions from chat as well, because again, if you are watching this on YouTube, we are currently live on Twitch at the time that we are recording this, whatever. So yeah, we will be taking questions. I'm not sure if we will be doing this on my channel or not, but we are currently on Aaron's channel. So that is twitch.tv/AaronShack64. This wonderful man right here. Do go give him a follow. He's awesome. And yeah, we will work out where we're going to be doing these streams. But for now, it's probably going to be over on his channel, and he'll be uploading them to YouTube. And yeah, so if you do want to stop by for the next one, maybe ask us some questions or whatever, that's the place to be. So yeah, I think we're all done.
All right.
For now.
Well, thank you for watching.
And that was the very first SpaceShack podcast.
Shack.
The pilot or whatever we're going to call it. And then we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah.
Right on, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great one, and we'll catch you around the same time next week. Stay tuned for more announcements on that.
Awesome. Cool. Are we down to play some D2 afterwards?
Absolutely.
If you want, cool. Do you want to stay live then? We can go ahead and restart the stream.
Yeah, we can shift to that. We'll be right back. Thank you, guys.
We'll be right back.
Bye.
Catch you. Bye.